Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Thank you for ladies and gentlemen for watching this Navavita Bhakti program made by Mrs. Subhadra Ramesh. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnoho Maranam Padasevanam Archanam Mandanam Dasyam Sakyam Atma Nivedanam. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. This slokam is from Prahlad. He was telling his father. We will see that in a little bit. Essentially, it gives 9 forms of bhakti where people can attain God. So we are going to be, this theme, apart from the normal Golu, this year's theme is about this 9 types of bhakti. So we'll start with Shravana. Shravanam, hearing the names and glories of the Lord. The best example of Shravanam is King Parikshit, the grandson of Arjun, the son of Abhimanyu, hearing the full Bhagavatam for 7 days from Sukacharya, the son of Vyasa. How this happened? This happened when King Parikshit, Emperor Parikshit was in the forest, overpowered by hunger and thirst. He lost his balance and he went to one Rishi's ashram and he asked Rishi some questions. Rishi did not answer, so he got angry and put the dead snake nearby on his neck and he left the place. Later his son came, young son came, got very angry and upset and cursed, whosoever did this to my father will die in 7 days due to a snake bite. Takshaka, the king of snakes, he will kill the person who did this misdeed. Then at the time the Rishi, Samika Rishi, got up from his dhyanam and realized what happened. Then he was very upset with his son, cursing the Emperor Parikshit. And he requested his son to immediately go and tell Parikshit about the curse. So the son accordingly went and told Parikshit, and Parikshit decided to give up food, water, everything, and he put darba grass on the Ganges river and started meditating. At the time all the rishis, they were all very close to Panchapandavas during their Vanvas. They all assembled there and they immediately wanted to bless him, and also there was an effort to get Amrit for Parikshit. Parikshit prayed to all the rishis. The best of the rishis, starting from Narada, Vyasa, Vishwamitra, Vasishta, Angirasa, all the best rishis you can imagine, they all assembled. Then finally Sukacharya came, and Sukacharya said that, okay, you are very lucky Parikshit, you are going to be there for 7 days. I am going to tell you the stories contained in Bhagavad Gita about all the births of Lord Vishnu. So that is how Parikshit's last 7 days got spent, and he was so happy listening to all the best exploits of the Lord Vishnu, and he attained God even before he was killed by Takshaka snake. So this is the best example of hearing. Even today we can hear the lectures, singing program, or the exploits of God, Shiva or Vishnu, and attain God. Now the second form of bhakti is Kirtanam, chanting the glories of God. The best examples, of course, are Meera, Tukaram, and various other singers Now, Tukaram is one of the best examples who dedicated himself to God through singing all the time, the great Abang. So Tukaram, took to singing through initiated by his guru and father. He lived very close to Mumbai, near Pune, and he was extremely dedicated to Lord Pandurang. And thanks to his dedication, singing, and all forceful and dynamic idea, he was able to, imagine God and feel God, and he attained Vishnu, Mukti, and Garuda came and took him to Vaikuntha. The third form of bhakti is smaranam. So the smaranam comes to those who have listened and who have been singing the first two forms of bhakti. The best examples are Prahlad and Dhruva. Prahlad was born, all of us are aware that he was born to Hiranyakasipu, and before he was born, his mother was protected by Lord Narada in his place in the forest. And Lord Narada was explaining all the Vedas and Lord Narayana's principles, and the mother was listening. But more than the mother, the child in the womb, Prahlad, listened to all the Vedas, Upanishads, and more importantly, all the great traits of the Lord Vishnu. So as a result, he started smaran even before he was born. The child faced maximum challenges because his guru Sukracharya and also the father Hiranyakasipu, they all did not like him singing the glories of Narayana or doing the smaran or always chanting the mantra of Lord Narayan. So then the father put him through a lot of ordeals. He gave poison, he wanted to kill him through elephants, he tried to immerse him in water. All of that thanks to the boy's continuous chanting of Sri Narayan, Namo Om Namo Narayana. He survived. And finally one day the father asked, "Where is your Narayan? Bring him to me." The boy said, the Lord Narayana is there everywhere. Okay, so then he gave the 9 forms of bhakti. The song which we sang in the beginning was actually given by Prahlad to his father. So he was saying dedication is important, and this bhakti can be manifested through these 9 forms of bhakti. We are in the third. So the father obviously did not listen to any of this, and he said, "Okay, show me your God." He said, "He is there everywhere." Then the father immediately said, "Okay, is he there in this pillar?" He broke the pillar and Narasimha appeared, and as per the Vardhan what Hiranyakasipu had, the Lord did not want to break any of those conditions, so he appeared in Narahari way and he killed him. But more importantly, the boy's continuous chanting helped him to steer through everything, and so much so the God appeared only for him, nothing else. So this is one of the best forms of bhakti. Bhakti is about Lakshmi doing Padasevan to Lord Vishnu in the Parkadal or Vaikuntham. So next to the Lakshmi Devi, you can see all the rishis, Devendra and other celestials, they were all there, and she continues to do Padasevan all the time because of her humility, and this Padaseva doing the best possible thing to the Lord, sitting next to him, was one of the most important traits of Lakshmi, to show to all of us, her subjects, that this will help you to achieve the ultimate. So this humility is the hallmark of this particular bhakti, coupled with dedication. So this is preceded by steps, different steps. You reach Vaikuntham, so you get rid of your own ahangar, ego. You get rid of Maya. Like that, the different steps are shown. So you cross all the steps. Ultimately, you can see the Lord and Lakshmi and achieve ultimate. So the most important thing you can see are the all the rishis, are also chanting, who are supposed to be Nitya Suri, Lord Vishnu's name. Yeah, you can see all the rishis standing there and remembering all the time. Smaran, you can call the Lord Vishnu and Lakshmi. Now we are seeing the fifth form of bhakti, Archana. Archana, of course, is highly prevalent and recommended during Dwapara Yugam, and you can see some of it in the Kali Yugam. This means, collecting flowers, water, Naivedya things like fruits, and then Dhupam, Deepam, and praying God through 108 or 1008 namas all the time, maybe in temple or maybe at home. When we say all the time, it's a matter of half an hour, but continuous concentrated imagination of God at your heart and offering flowers. Akrura, we are going to see him in a little while, was also well known for his Archana Seva, and one of the Nayanmars, Sandesa Nayanar, was also well known for this concentrated Archana. He did not think of anything else, and even in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Vishnu, Krishna, says that the Archana is one form of meditation, important form of meditation which helps you to achieve God.
एक मिनट डन।
Okay, now we are in the sixth form of bhakti, Vandanam, offering obeisance unto the Lord. So one of the best examples of Vandanam is Akrura, who was the minister under Kamsan, who heard about Krishna and Balarama, and he knew that they are God. Earlier we saw that he is also well known for his Archana Seva. So what happened when Kamsan asked Akrura to go and fetch Krishna and Balarama, obviously with ulterior motive, Akrura was so happy that he is going to see Lord Krishna and Lord Balarama. So he went to Gokul from Mathura, Vrindavan, and he could not just curtail his excitement. and that was Ekadasi day. He had done puja and left home to go to Vrindavan. Then the moment he was about to see God in the evening, he saw the footsteps of Lord Krishna, and immediately he prostrated with all the 8 parts of his body, and he was so ecstatic about that experience. So this is one form of bhakti, vandanam, and he imagined, you can see in the background, Krishna with butter, and Krishna doing all kind of great virtues, like holding the hill and also killing the Rakshas and so on. So he had brought the chariot to take the brothers to the capital, but at that particular moment he forgot everything, and that Vandanam is probably one of the best in the history people can remember.
Done.
Dasyam, 7th form of bhakti. Of course, we always remember Lord Hanuman. Of course, Meera is also another example. Always thinking right from morning to evening or night, all the time about what kind of dedication, what kind of service he can do to the Lord. So, Hanumanji did so many kind of unimaginable services that Lord Rama could have never imagined. Okay, he brought Sanjeevani when they were about to die, and he did all kind of wonders in the war, before the war, during the war, after the war. Here Rameshwaram, he is bringing the lingam from Kailasham, and then the puja takes place. Of course, before he brought the lingam, Sita made Shivalingam by her hand, and the puja takes place, and Hanumanji, you can see with all the dedication, he is standing there with the lingam what he brought. In Rameshwaram, both the lingams are prayed upon. In fact, Hanumanji's lingam, Kailasa lingam, is first prayed in the morning, then the other lingam made by Rama. Of course, Hanumanji is there even today. He is Chiranjeevi, and he comes today wherever we chant Ramayana, wherever we do puja, wherever we sing about Rama, Hanumanji is always there. He sits under the Parijatam tree. So he, like Parijata flowers, he brings all the best things in life. So he is there, invisible to all of us, whenever we are singing about Rama. So this is the best form of Dasya. Of course, there are other examples, like we all heard of Namdev being a Dasya of his Guru, Janardhan Swami, and Meera was also doing Dasyam, like cleaning, making food for Krishna and so on. Sakyam, the friendship. So this is the 8th form of bhakti, where you consider Lord or Goddess as your friend. Your father, mother, brother, sister, wife, you can imagine, or husband, you can imagine in any manner. But the most important quality is to remember him as a friend, remember him or her as a friend. So in Sakyam, developing the friendship with God is helping you to purify yourself and unburden all your problems. So Arjun was a very close friend of Krishna, and he was also extremely dedicated to him, and he was always remembering him all the time. So Lord Krishna decided to help him during the Kurukshetra war when he was confused by teaching him Bhagavad Gita. So that helped him to get the ultimate knowledge and fight valiantly without any doubt in the mind. So this is possible only thanks to the friendship. Another form of friendship is Sundaramurti Nayanar, one of the 63 Nayanmars or Shaivite apostles, also considered Shiva as his friend, and he got not only wealth, even peace of mind and direction and guidance, everything from Lord Shiva, because he considered him as a friend. And not only you consider him as a friend, even Bhagavan considers you as his friend, because immediately he responds and he comes to you for help all the time. Now we are in the ninth form of bhakti, Atma Nivedan. So Atma Nivedan, again there are examples, but nobody can forget Mahabali as the best example of giving oneself to Lord. That means practically there is nothing for you, nothing personal, and leave everything to Him. Total surrender. Draupadi, of course, is another example you can imagine. But here, in this example, Mahabali is the grandson of Prahlad, and he was extremely, humbled when a small boy, a Brahmin boy, approached him requesting for 3 steps of land. So immediately Sukracharya, the Kulu Guru of Mahabali, sensed that there is something fishy, and immediately he cautioned Mahabali, don't agree to this man. And he tries to stop also when the water is to be, put on the guest's hand, the small boy's hand, called Argyam. Sukracharya stopped, but his wife willingly, came forward, and she said, okay, whatever is required, forget everything, and let us immediately surrender and give the 3 steps of land. So Mahabali was confused, but he said, I am not going to bother, I am going to leave everything to God. So maybe the quality of Prahlada continued in him, and he was the complete ruler of all the 3 worlds, and Devendra wanted his world. He wanted to get back. That is why Lord Vishnu came as a Trivikrama or a Vamana to get the land or the place for Devendra to rule the kingdom. So Mahabali immediately offered 3 steps of land, and the small boy immediately grew up, and he came forward and took 1 step to cover the earth, 2nd step to cover the heaven, and the 3rd step he had no other place, so he asked, you can even see Trivikrama asking Mahabali, where do I put the 3rd step? Mahabali immediately went under his feet and he said, please put the 3rd feet on my head. So the Lord put the 3rd feet, 3rd foot, or the 3rd measure on his head, and he became the king of Padala Lokam. And today, in this current time, Lord Mahavishnu is not in Vaikunta. He is serving Mahabali and protecting his kingdom all the time, because he felt that this Mahabali, because of his dedication, won over even God himself. So that is one of the best form of bhakti, Atma Nivedanam, surrendering everything with total humility and leaving all the results to God. So this form of bhakti probably transcends all the other forms of bhakti, or it has got all the ingredients, singing, Atmanivedanam, listening, practically, you can't leave out anything. Everything is covered. So this is in Vrindavan. All the gopikas are dancing with Krishna. This is called Krishna Leela. Why it is Leela? Because Krishna appeared as many gopis in as many forms with individual gopikas, creating an impression that he is only with that concerned gopi. So he multiplied himself and he was with the gopis. The moment the gopis thought that they have won over Krishna, the hangar or ego came, then Krishna disappeared. So that was momentary. Then they realized. So Gopikas had more bhakti than the rishi or any other human being you can imagine. So this is probably the best form of bhakti which cannot be explained, which cannot be defined, which cannot get into any sloka or Veda words. So we thought that the fitting end to this is this form of bhakti by Gopika. So this is Navaratri in Green Garden Apartments in Devanar, Mumbai, made by Mrs. Subhadra Ramesh with her dedication. So the Golu and all the 9 forms of bhakti would not have been possible but for her creation, conceived and executed over a period of time with all the dedication. So she made it possible for the Lord to appear at our home and give us the feeling that He is with us all the time, along with Durga, Lakshmi and Saraswati.